Now, Good Morning Northwest, a North Idaho Republican group meets for the first time since a woman forcibly removed from its most recent town hall. How it's responding to the nationwide backlash.
The winds and rain have moved out of our region, so we've got some pretty cool stuff coming our way, including those morning temperatures. Your full forecast coming up.
And a narrow win for the GOP, how it adopted a plan to advance President Trump's agenda, what it includes and what it doesn't. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Gray.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, February 26th. Let's check in with Mark on our first alert forecast. Much calmer today.
Oh, yeah, looking good. This gives us a nice representation of just those hit and miss clouds that are out there. Yeah, it is mostly clear. It is cool. We're sitting at 32 degrees. Now, that's warmer than an average overnight low, so things are looking pretty good. I put a barbecue background on the 4 things you need to know. That's the weekend coming up in the end of the week. Much calmer today. The dry conditions we're going to be experiencing, the warming trend that's going to be with us, and more sunshine that will be coming out. Forecast radar. Really no moisture to speak of, some clouds moving across, but that's going to be it. This high pressure is really going to be a nice change of pace. Right now we are cool, if not cold to some. 30 into Deer Park. We've got 32 into Fairchild, 28 into Post Falls. Good morning, everybody. And we've got downtown. We're sitting at freezing for the most part, 32, 33 degrees. We will warm up. We will have sunshine. Grab the sunglasses. You'll need them. 49 will be our high today.
Mark, thanks. Overnight, the House narrowly passed its budget plans, and that includes trillions of dollars in tax cuts.
It was a big win for Speaker Mike Johnson, who had almost no votes to spare with an extremely narrow GOP majority. Allison Martinez live at the Breaking Now desk explaining what it means for families nationwide.
This morning, the House barely passing the Republican budget resolution by 2 votes. The measure calls for $4.5 trillion in tax cuts and a $2 trillion reduction in federal spending. The blueprint itself does not mention Medicaid directly, but it sets a goal of that $2 trillion in cuts to mandatory federal spending, which includes funding for entitlement programs like Social Security and Medicare. This is a crucial moment for House Speaker Mike Johnson, who is dealing with a razor-thin majority. Take a listen.
We're going to celebrate tonight, and we'll roll up our sleeves and get right back at it in the morning. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, Democrats largely opposing the budget resolution. Representative Brittany Peterson was on maternity leave. She showed up to vote with her young son.
Unfortunately, I wasn't given the opportunity to vote remotely after giving birth, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from being here to represent my constituents and vote no on this disastrous Republican budget proposal.
Ahead of the vote, Democrats organized a protest outside the U.S. Capitol. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slamming the Republican budget plan. The measure now heads to the Senate, where senators must decide if they will pass the House version intact or the one they passed on Friday, setting up an intra-party clash. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks. Well, this morning, as Elon Musk faces new questions about his efforts to shrink the size of the government, he's preparing to attend the first meeting of President Trump's cabinet today.
Musk's Doge Group has released a new list of savings, claiming to have terminated nearly 2,300 federal contracts across federal departments and agencies. But the administration's data shows about 40% of those terminated contracts are not expected to save the government any money. Many Republicans say progress is being made.
What he's doing is the reason why he's a successful business guy.
But Democrats are pushing back.
In Congress, we are pushing our Republican colleagues to stand up. Instead of advise and consent, they're acquiescing and accepting. And they need to stand up on these tariffs, stand up on the way these employees are being handled.
21 employees have resigned from Doge, and as he looks for ways to save money, President Trump has announced a new way to make money, what he's calling a gold card, a version of a green card that would be sold to foreign investors who want to buy their way toward becoming a U.S. citizen.
Well, last night, a crowd of people, several of whom were wearing Panhandle Patriots Riding Club jackets, waited outside to be let into the Kootenai County Republican Central Committee meeting. Now, yesterday's KCRCC meeting was the first one since a woman was dragged out of their town hall last weekend. Marissa Rio was at that meeting and spoke with the KCRCC chairman about the chaos that erupted.
This was a regularly scheduled meeting for KCRCC, and it was packed. There were no more seats left, and a lot of us were left standing. Now, KCRCC did add security tonight. As you can see behind me, they hired gate security because they said there was a heightened security risk due to this past weekend's incident.
Several of our members, myself included, received death threats.
Death threats that started after this video was posted to social media. Here you can see Dr. Teresa Borenpaul being forcibly removed from Saturday's meeting by security guards from Lear Asset Management.
During an invocation, the heckling started, and it went on for almost continuously.
This is when Regan said chaos ensued.
Ms. Borenpaul, I think, was on camera at least 7 times interrupting the speaker, and security warned her at least 3 times. And then the sheriff was there, and he went up to her and he said, you know, we really need to leave. And he asked her to leave 4 or 5 times. Many have said this was a violation of Borenpaul's First Amendment rights. But Borenpaul was violating everybody else's rights. You know, they call that a heckler's veto, where the heckler doesn't allow anybody else to talk or hear or so. You know, there's 450 people there and they all have rights, and all she had to do was behave. Since the incident, the private security firm working at the town hall has had their business license suspended. I really don't have any comment on that because I'm not aware of the situation or how any of that works. As for Kootenai County Sheriff Norris's involvement in this incident, Regan said he encourages an investigation of it. Absolutely. I think that's a great idea because it's going to show that he didn't do anything wrong. There was mention of Saturday's incident during tonight's meeting, but majority of the discussion revolved around current agenda items. The meeting went without interruption. In Coeur d'Alene, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And the woman who was dragged out of that public town hall meeting Saturday is preparing to press charges, arguing her First Amendment rights were violated. In the video, you can see Dr. Teresa Borenpaul being forcibly removed from that meeting. A GoFundMe created by her close friend, Alicia Abbott, was launched within hours with the goal of helping Dr. Borenpaul pay for a legal fight.
It's our freedom of speech. That is a contract between us and our government and our elected officials. And when they are doing everything in their power to silence us, they need to expect some sort of dissent.
The goal for the GoFundMe was $30,000. I'm checking right now, and that total is $284,535. Donations coming from across the nation, even different countries. Abbott says the plan is to lock down a lawyer with this money for this incident today.
Well, teachers' unions are suing the Trump administration's Department of Education after it threatened federal funding of schools that consider race in most aspects of student life. The lawsuit was filed in Maryland's federal court. According to the lawsuit, the letter bans DEI programs, voluntary student groups, and forbids the teaching of race-based topics. It also threatens to withhold funding or take other action against schools that don't comply.
North Idaho College is on track to keep its accreditation, that according to the Northwest Commission on Colleges and Universities. The commission says it's reduced the sanctions first imposed on the college in 2022. NIC has also been given a 1-year extension to bring the few remaining accreditation issues into compliance. The school's president says he's happy the commission recognizes all the effort and good work being done at NIC. It's 6:08.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson. We've had a snowy February that looks like it's come to an end.
Yeah, it's coming to an end. February's coming to an end. My career's coming. Everything's crashing. But we do still have average snow that happens in March.
Okay.
So while I don't see anything coming in the next couple of weeks, and yes, I think that it's basically a done deal, but on average, you get about 3.9 inches in March. So we'll be tracking that. We'll have a full check of your forecast that has sun, not snow, coming up.
We're also tracking grocery prices. They're hitting us all hard, and the outlook not too bright. The warning from experts just ahead.
And we're checking in on the Pope. What we know about his condition this morning, that's coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters, and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
This is the show you've been waiting for, the 47th Annual Spokane Home and Yard Show, this Thursday through Sunday at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. See all of the latest home improvement products and services and get expert advice from the pros for your upcoming projects. Thursday is 2-for-1 day, 2 adult admissions for the price of 1 on Thursday only. Tickets on sale now at custershows.com. Spokane's 47th Annual Home and Yard Show, presented by Jim Custer Enterprises.
This tax season, you can relax. There's no tax. Walker's Furniture is covering the sales tax for you. For a limited time, we're doubling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big, so you can get the tax break you need and a deal you'll love. Plus, with no money down special financing, you can create the home of your dreams now and pay over time. This week at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Patients who have sensitive teeth but also want whiter teeth, they have to make a choice, one versus the other. Sensodyne Clinical White provides 2 shades whiter teeth as well as providing 24/7 sensitivity protection. Patients are going to love to see Sensodyne on the shelf.
It is 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. An online education company is suing Google over artificial intelligence.
Chegg is a company that provides students with homework help and test answers. It relies heavily on Google to send internet users to its site when they ask questions. But now that search engine incorporates AI into its search and can provide answers on its own page. Chegg claims Google forced it to supply proprietary content to be included in those results. Google says the claim is meritless.
Pope Francis has had another peaceful night in the hospital and is resting now. That is the latest update from the Vatican. Priests, nuns, and faithful Catholics are offering prayers and support for Pope Francis. The 88-year-old remains in the hospital for double pneumonia and continues to work despite being so sick.
A U.S. industry leader warns President Donald Trump's plan to impose a 25% tariff on all imported aluminum could cost 100,000 American jobs. It's set to go into effect next month. The CEO of Alcoa, one of the largest U.S. aluminum makers, said the tariff would eliminate about 20,000 direct U.S. aluminum industry jobs. He added that the tariff could eliminate 80,000 indirect jobs. The aluminum tariff is part of Trump's aggressive strategy to beef up domestic manufacturing.
13 minutes past 6 o'clock. It's a Wednesday morning. Yeah, it's a Wednesday morning. Hello. Chilly, grab a jacket. You'll need it. If you're walking on sidewalks, again, melting and then refreezing, so take it easy. 49 the high today.
Well, this morning, Americans are worried about prices and tariffs that President Donald Trump has promised on some foreign goods.
Many U.S. consumers are hearing more discouraging news from the supermarkets. The Agriculture Department expects prices to rise more than 40% this year, which is double the increase predicted just last month. Even egg prices are predicted to jump more than expected due to the bird flu outbreaks. Some people are starting to raise their own chickens, but that's not cheap. Some enclosures cost up to $15,000, and there are safety concerns.
Have had cases of avian influenza from wild birds getting into backyard chickens and from backyard chickens getting into humans.
The Trump administration says it'll release a new plan soon to tackle bird flu. Some are pushing to vaccinate chickens, but opponents warn overseas trading partners won't buy vaccinated chickens out of concern the vaccines could mask the presence of the virus. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:14.
We have another airport scare to tell you about. This one between a passenger plane taking off and a business jet sitting on the runway. What happened? We got that story coming up a little later.
And right after the break, the fallout from a fire at a lithium battery warehouse in Hilliard, what we know about it and its effects on the surrounding neighborhood.
This month, find presidential savings on new Sierra 1500 Elevation and Pro models. Up to $16,000 off for 0% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's. Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling. So when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck?
Get real results.
Get Russell and Hill.
I was hit by an intoxicated driver. I came upon Russell and Hill, and it was really, really great to have an expert working for me. I got more than I was expecting, significantly more than what insurance was originally telling me I would get. I would absolutely recommend Russell and Hill.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
This month, find presidential savings on new Yukon and Yukon XL models. Up to $10,500 off for 6.2% APR. And ask about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:18 on the dot. A fire in Spokane's Hilliard neighborhood destroyed 2 buildings filled with lithium-ion batteries yesterday and kept 3 people from going home last night. The fire broke out at the Max Amps Lithium Batteries warehouse around 4 a.m. at North Myrtle and East Central. Spokane Fire initially evacuated 2 fill blocks, but later reduced it to just the area around the destroyed buildings and the house next door. The company manufactures batteries for drones. Now, it took hours to put the fire out from these batteries in the warehouses. And while it's now under control, the Spokane Fire Department says these batteries could always reignite.
With these lithium batteries, once they get involved with fire, they're really hard to put out.
SFD and the Department of Ecology will monitor the fire for the next few days.
Here is your live look this morning. You can see light in the sky.
Sun is here.
Hey, we're going to be, we were just talking about springing forward in just like 10 days or so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not too long.
Not this weekend, next weekend.
Got it.
Meteorologist Matt Gray will be talking about that next week. All week long. Now, let's talk about what we have for current conditions. Deer Park, 30 degrees, 31 into Liberty Lake. So it's a cool start. We've been much colder. We've been a little warmer. This is still looking really good. When we look at the winds, oh, man. Winds in excess of 50 miles an hour by 10 a.m. yesterday. Now we're in the single digits. It's calm. It's cool. Not bad. 49 for the high today. Again, we're going to have some clouds in the morning, then sunshine in the afternoon, and we are going to see 29 for the overnight low. We look at what's what's going on with the radar and satellite. Okay, so the high pressure is moving in. We have all that energy that's off into the Pacific being pushed up into the Gulf of Alaska and into BC. We're going to remain dry for the next several days. It's looking pretty nice. Now, we look at our 4-day setup. We're going to have some sunshine. We're going to have variable clouds coming across, but nothing major. And in fact, all the way through the end of the week, it's looking like we're going to have relatively clear skies. Some colder nights because of the clear sky and radiational cooling. But then we'll see cloud cover and increased clouds for the weekend, a chance of showers for Sunday. But it's going to be dry from now until then, so not bad. 43 into Colville today, Omak 45, 57 into the Tri-Cities. Heading over to Idaho, temperatures nearing 50. St. Mary's also into the Palouse, Idaho, and Washington without the winds they had yesterday in excess of 50 miles an hour. It's looking pretty good. Low 50s for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be dry, temperatures well above average. I tell you this all the time, just to put in perspective, 43 is a normal high for this time of year, that 30-year average, and we're going to be above average all the way into the middle of next week with overnight lows into the low to mid 30s. That, my friends, is looking really good.
I agree. I'm very excited. It's going to be nice to get outside.
You and Winnie get to walk and have great weather on your walks.
Hey, I'm sure not dog would also appreciate not
your little baby
freezing
dogs. Your little tiny
and
dogs.
having snow up to her back. Yeah, I think the little dog is going to be just fine with everything drying out.
All our pooches are going to have a great time.
Yeah.
I know. Leroy will be happy too.
Leroy.
And it'll be great. Everyone will be happy. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:21.
Hey, happy about this. Inching closer to March Madness. As we do, the Zags are looking to boost their stock in any way possible. With a big win against Santa Clara last night, was it convincing enough to move the needle? Oh, we'll tell you after the break, next in Morning Sports.
And thank you so much for starting your Wednesday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Hump Day. We are halfway through the week. We'll see you after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Wing Sales has huge selection and expert installation on gas, pellet, electric, and wood stoves.
For warehouse pricing, delivery, and expert installation, it's Wing Sales, safes, stoves, and more.
Visit our warehouse, showroom corner of Trent and Freya.
It's the Hard Knocks Life for us.
One of the most popular musicals of all time is back. See Annie, Broadway's favorite orphan, live on stage in an all-new production, hailed by the Chicago Tribune as one of the best family musicals ever written. Annie is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. So clear away those sorrows and get your tickets to Annie today.
February 28th through March 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
Alice's birthday is coming up. We're in this comfy room in Triple Play Hotel so we can make plans without her hearing.
So we need a huge cake, a giant salad, and a good-sized mariachi band. Hold on a second. Does it seem a little dark in here for 2 p.m.?
Sorry, guys. Where I'm from, they didn't do birthdays. It's very exciting.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
Wing Sales has huge selection and expert installation on gas, pellet, electric, and wood stoves.
For warehouse pricing, delivery, and expert installation, it's Wing Sales, safes, stoves, and more.
Visit our warehouse, showroom corner of Trent and Freya.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Gonzaga Bulldogs are in an unusual spot this late February. They're not solidly in the NCAA tournament as a high seed, just a 9 seed as of yesterday morning. But last night's quad 1 opportunity at Santa Clara provided a perfect chance for the Zags to bounce back with some much needed revenge. The game started out with Santa Clara doing very Santa Clara things. That's going a perfect 8 for 8 from 3 to start. That's coming off a program record 23 threes made in the 30-point win over WSU. But the Zags get right back in this. Nolan Hickman to number 24, 7-foot phenom known as Ismaila Diani. 9 points, 4 rebounds in his breakout performance. But the brightest star of the night belonging to Ryan Nembhard. 15 assists tonight, helping to smash the all-time WCC record for most in a season. The lob to Michael Ajayi among the best. So the Zags do what they do best in wins this year. They win big, convincingly taking it 95-76. Key win in that race for second. Their win is the 22nd overall this season, 10th scoring 90 or more points. Zags do guarantee a top 3 regular season finish in the WCC. They need either a USF loss tonight at Oregon State or a win over those same Dons on Saturday to have sole possession of second place and, of course, the 2 seed. So that's all for sports this morning. We'll have more tonight on WSU Women's Hoops game at Pepperdine and the Chiefs game tonight at 6 and Nightside.
It's now 6:25.
We are now getting a better idea on how the defense and prosecution plan to argue their case in the trial of Brian Kohberger this summer. Allison Martinez is live in studio.
Prosecutors are drawing the line on what testimony should and should not be allowed at trial. The details coming up.
And a Post Falls man wanted for killing his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend is on the run this morning. Who and what police say you should be on the lookout for next. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, one-on-one with host of the 97th Academy Awards, Conan O'Brien.
Here we are 4 days out.
4 days to go, no pressure. I mean, there's a ton of pressure, but I don't feel it because I take a lot of different medications. And so I don't feel anything right now.
It's O'Brien's first time hosting the Oscars, and he's telling GMA's Lara Spencer how he's preparing for the big night.
Are you going to sing or dance? Yes or no?
You never know with Conan. I'm like Anne Margaret. I'm a triple threat. I can sing, I can dance, I can do close-up magic. I'm a contortionist. You don't know what I'm going to do.
No.
Anything can happen at any time.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of Lara's interview with Conan O'Brien, and you can see the 97th Academy Awards right here on ABC this Sunday night. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
For people who feel limited by the unpredictability of generalized myasthenia gravis, season to season, Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living and reduced muscle weakness. And Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year for a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your immune system's ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent and you're not vaccinated, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Ask your neurologist about starting Ultomiris.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip, like a burger with no bun, like a sundae with no drizzle. Whether you go for chicken strips or a cheeseburger, treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert, all for just $7 at DQ.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We begin this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker following a concerning story halfway around the world. Scientists in China detected a new strain of a coronavirus in bats. According to a study published last week in the journal Cell, the newly identified strain can infect humans in a way similar to COVID-19. Right now, there are no reported infections in humans. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said it does not consider the finding a current threat to public health.
Well, it's still a love story between the National Football League and Taylor Swift. According to Apex Marketing, the pop superstar brought in $1 billion worth of publicity to the sport. The firm tracked how often Swift and the NFL were mentioned since her game day debut in 2023. The launch of her relationship with Travis Kelce, of course, Kansas City Chiefs star, and her record-breaking Eras tour amplified the media exposure. But of course, since the season ended a few weeks ago, interest has waned.
Elon Musk is not as rich as he was last year. The Tesla, SpaceX, and X founder has lost $52 billion in net worth since the start of this year. One of the reasons, Tesla sales are down more than 20% over the past month. But what is not clear is how much Musk's involvement with the Trump administration is dragging down sales of Tesla vehicles. The Bloomberg Billionaires Index reports, despite his net worth loss, Musk remains the richest person in the world. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, February 26th. Welcome to it. We're going to start things off with Mark Peterson and a look at our first alert forecast.
All right, as I look at the clock, sunrise 5 minutes away, and we've got blue sky, got a couple of clouds out there. That's going to be our day today. 32 degrees currently, winds less than 10 miles an hour all over the place. Looking at the 4 things we want you to know, much calmer today. The conditions are going to be very dry. We have a warming trend, so the melt off of that snow on yards and such is going to continue, and we're going to get more sunshine today and through the week. Current radar and satellite, the radar taking the day off. There's no moisture falling anywhere in our region, and we got a few clouds coming across. Our high today is going to be, again, a very comfortable 49 degrees with some sunshine.
This morning, we are tracking new information in the case against Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students.
Prosecutors want to use a 3D replica model of where the home of the 4 young adults were killed in the middle of the night was. Now, Allison Martinez is live at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning with new details.
Prosecutors in the case against Kohberger filed a motion this week asking for permission to use demonstrative exhibits, specifically a model of the home at 1122 King Road. Take a look at this concept image. The model would be built by the FBI and be used to show a jury what the unconventional layout of the home is and allow the witnesses to testify about what happened and where. Last year, the homeowner gifted the home to the University of Idaho, which elected to have it torn down for the mental health of students. In other new details, prosecutors are arguing that the defense shouldn't suggest another suspect without solid evidence linking someone else to the crime. The trial is currently set to begin in August, and new this morning, attorneys for Kohberger are asking for the death penalty to be taken off the table, nodding to autism spectrum disorder. We're expecting the full court documents to be released in the next few days. Reporting in studio, Allison Martinez for News Now.
Allison, thanks. This morning, a manhunt is underway for a man suspected of murdering a 46-year-old Post Falls man. Take a look at the photo of 47-year-old Jason Rook. He is suspected of killing his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Despite having no previous criminal record, police believe Rook is armed and dangerous. Police responded to the home Sunday when the victim's girlfriend called 911, saying she saw Rook go into the home on a Ring camera. When police arrived, they found the man dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Police plan to release the victim's name today once they have spoken to his family. They tell us it is a full-scale effort to track him down.
Pretty much every single one of our detectives has some sort of task associated with this case, and we're utilizing all available resources, including those from our partner agencies, to locate and apprehend the suspect.
Police are also asking for your help. They believe Rook is still driving this 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with Idaho license plate KJI17U. If you see this car or Rook, you should call 911.
A car hit and killed a woman near Spokane Falls Community College. Police tell us that the woman was walking along Wishstocks Way and Randolph Road at the west edge of campus Monday night. Police are not sure right now if the woman was in the road or on the sidewalk when she was hit. The driver is not suspected of being under the influence and is not facing any charges. The victim's name has not yet been released.
Around the nation this morning, there was a close call at Chicago's Midway Airport yesterday morning. A Southwest Airlines plane avoided a collision with a private jet. Officials with the carrier say the flight crew was forced to perform a go-around in order to prevent a crash. The Southwest spokesperson adds the flight was able to land on the airport's runway without incidents.
And in Utah, lawmakers voted to ban fluoride in public drinking water. The controversial bill passed in both the state Senate and the House. It would stop fluoride from being injected into drinking water. Supporters of this bill say fluoride contains hazardous material, but dental professionals argue that it's been instrumental in improving dental health in children. The bill now heads to the governor's desk for a signature. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:35.
Wow, it was windy yesterday. Luckily, not a lot of reports of damage or anything.
No, we had felt that there would be, with all the wet weather and the thaw, that we could see a lot of tree sound. That didn't happen. That's good news. But we had the most gustiest wind. We were really windy. 52-mile-an-hour winds. There is your sunrise. We'll have a full check of the forecast coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, we got a heads up to North Idaho drivers. A big road closure on Monday could impact your morning commute for a while. How you can prepare now when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
He's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but, well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
So nifty move, goes to Cat, back over right side, and it comes over to Van Olden, who shoots and scores!
Saturday, March 1st in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it's the Numerica Hockey Skate Piggy Bank giveaway. Your Chiefs host Seattle. The first 2,000 fans receive a limited edition Spokane Chiefs Hockey Skate Piggy Bank, courtesy of Numerica Credit Union. Also Saturday, our Winter Brew Bash starting at 3 p.m. Get tickets and more info at SpokaneChiefs.com.
This year, if you'd like to trade in your old vehicle and get $2,025 over Kelley Blue Book towards something new,
then you need to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Right now, save up to $5,000 off all closeout 2024 Tacomas, or get up to $6,000 off a 2025 Tundra truck. Plus, check out the new 2025 RAV4s.
This February, fall in love with a new vehicle from Findlay. Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Welcome to the Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back to time. Right now is 6:39, and we got a heads up to drivers in Post Falls. Construction starts on Monday at the I-90 on and off ramps to Highway 41. The westbound off ramp will be closed throughout the spring, summer, and fall. Traffic will be detoured 2 miles down the road to the Saltese Way exit. The part of Highway 41 that runs under the interstate will close through mid-April, with traffic detoured to Greens Ferry Road. And there will be overnight closures on the eastbound on-ramp onto I-90. Crews will be reconstructing those ramps and the road as part of a greater Highway 41 interchange project. And there is even more construction on the way this summer for I-90 in North Idaho. You can find out where the state is going to be adding some lanes to this freeway. It's all inside the story on KXLY.com.
All right, it's 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. It is a Wednesday. Your 10-second takeaway. Yeah, it's chilly out there. Temperatures hovering around freezing, so grab that jacket. We're not into the warm weather just yet. Slippery walking conditions, 49 the high.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:40.
All week long, we are celebrating the career of our very own Mark Peterson.
He is in his final days here on Good Morning Northwest. In his decades in news, he's done so much for our community, a lot of it through the 4 News Now Extreme team. Taking a look back at how it all began next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Introducing, representing Cal Cars. Here to sell the best lineup of trucks in the region, Spike the Bulldog.
Yeah, he's a super dog.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the light ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no-dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
It's the Hard Knocks Life. Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Experience unparalleled comfort and restful sleep with the Z-Cliner by FlexSteel. A scientifically proven bed alternative designed with your sleep in mind. Built with FlexSteel's patented blue steel spring for exceptional comfort and support. Featuring high-performance fabric and pressure point relief zones, the Z-Cliner is the perfect family chair by day and the best place for a restful sleep by night.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Inland Imaging.
Hello, everyone. I'm News 4's Mark Peterson. Welcome to our first edition of Extreme Team Stories of Community.
We had hoped to be done by about 7. It looks like about 9.
Of course, this is day 2. Yesterday, the prep work happened.
Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so gorgeous.
You like it?
Oh.
Did we do okay?
Oh, yeah.
Team, this is the destruction day when we get things prepared for when we put everything together. Here's what's shaking. First of all, Falco showed up on time. And there is your new Kinderhaven. Let's go forward. This is going to be very cool, but we're not even close to being done.
Why are we here today?
Because these children need a bathtub.
We're done.
This is only only the very beginning, skeletal start of this huge project. Here's your 3:30 update. It is Project Day, Reveal Day. 9 o'clock, day one, although it's sort of day 1.5 because we started yesterday afternoon because of rain coming in. 3 o'clock update. Hey, Woodcock brought the gravel. Now we need the skid steer. And we got that too. And guys, we did okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll take it. Welcome back to Extreme Team Stories of Community. Our next story takes place right here, Riverside Middle School. This is where the real work comes in, everybody. The volleyball courts that we moved from way over there are now here, and we still got to get these built. Ladies and gentlemen, go see what we call Dream, Believe, and Achieve. Our August project brings us back into Spokane and to the home of Tim and Heather Beal. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. I'm KXOI4's Mark Peterson, and welcome to yet another Extreme Team Stories of Community.
This is going to kickstart Teen Closet and give it such a nice feel for these kids. When they walk through those doors, we want them to feel special, and this is going to let that happen.
My God!
It just keeps coming and coming and coming. And
I love Gottschalk.
We're live in a West Central community neighborhood, and this is the Girl Scouts main office, and we are in the gym. Good evening. Hello. We're going to surprise Jim Lynch. He is the May Enter to Win Extreme Team Contest winner. Monday is moving day. We're at CORE, the Extreme Team Project this week. It's going to be crazy. It is November, and we're at the home of Wes Hickson. He was a soldier wounded in Iraq. Wes Hickson, come on in and see what the Extreme Team has done for you.
Oh, my.
Here is your new waiting area. We've got wheelchair accessible writing areas. It's wonderful.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
KXLI4 News presents Extreme Team Makeover. Spokane,
Dave and I have known each other, well, through the years of television, you know, adopting animals out. We've known each 20 years, maybe, you know, and we've been pretty good friends, I'm going to say the last dozen years. I had the idea 5 years ago that I really wanted to do something for them because they were just struggling. But literally, I went to him with about 5 weeks' notice and said, I really want to come do this, and would you be open to it? And he said yes. We've got a flagpole coming in and a light that's going to light up the American flag, and we've ordered a Spokane Humane Society flag. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's all coming along pretty well. Now the rain, just an inconvenience. 3, 2, 1. Come on in, guys. We have plenty of room.
The lights are very, very
nice. Okay, wonderful. Come on in.
It's not dust. It's damn tears.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
And on and on. So many wonderful, amazing projects.
And some of them you forget about until you see them. Boy, we've been busy. That is so cool.
I can't believe all the lives that you've touched, and you just see the emotion in these people's faces. I mean,
a lot of tears, not just on their end.
No.
My volunteers,
you're...
myself, it's dust.
Yeah.
It's dust.
From Rick, yeah.
Here's the good news, great news, is that the Extreme Team will continue. We're going to continue to touch the lives of people. We're going to continue to get those projects done. But, man, we did some big projects.
Just because you're retiring, that's not done.
It's semi-retirement.
Yeah,
so, yeah, we're going to do anywhere from 5 to 8 projects a year, and we're really looking looking forward to it. We've got things in the works already.
I love it.
So it's going to be great.
That's so cool. You're not done with us.
No. I will never be done with you. All right, let's take a look at the forecast real quick and give you caught up because I actually still have a job to do here for at least 72 hours. 49 degrees for the high today. It's going to be sun and clouds. 29 for the overnight low. Going to be clouds and cool. Calmer, of course, east winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Things look great. If you have outdoor projects, this weekend is going to be amazing because there could be some dog poop to pick up in the backyard. Why? You're actually seeing the backyard now, and it's not flooded. High pressure is going to dominate. We're going to continue to be dry. That's going to take us all the way through the weekend. 49 today for us. Coeur d'Alene, 50 into Grand Coulee. Moses Lake, 52. Really looking good into the Tri-Cities. Walla Walla, some wine tasting this weekend. Sure. It's going to be beautiful weather. We are going to see wine tasting in Spokane. Back deck, sure. We've got low 50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Above average, going to be dry. Chance of showers on Sunday. Hey, we are moments away from our morning sprint. It's coming up next.
All right, we'll see you right after this commercial break.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Transit.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Snow days are the best days, especially when there's fresh powder on the mountain.
But getting there, that's where Subaru Symmetrical All-Wheel Drive comes in. Glide up the icy roads with confidence and enjoy stability on every twist and turn.
Pack your gear, load up the crew, and let the heated seats keep you warm on the way.
Because with Subaru, getting up to the ski hill is just as thrilling as the ride down.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event now through March 31st at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur.
Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap.
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one call that's all, guys.
You deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen. The home is 0000.
Tires do more than keep your vehicle moving forward.
At Perfection Tire, we maximize your safety, fuel efficiency, and driving comfort with the right tires for you.
Quality Cooper tires, knowledgeable people. Nobody beats perfection.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson tracking sunny and warm day ahead.
But first, we got Allison Martinez live in studio with updates on a House budget plan that passed last night, including a $1 trillion tax cut and what it means for families.
This was a big win for House Speaker Mike Johnson, who had almost no votes to spare with an extremely narrow GOP majority. The measure calls for $4.5 trillion in tax cuts and $2 trillion reduction in federal spending.
We're going to celebrate tonight, and we'll roll up our sleeves and get right back at it in the morning. Thank you so much.
That was House Speaker Mike Johnson, and meanwhile, Democrats largely opposing the budget resolution. Ahead of the vote, Democrats organized a protest outside the U.S. Capitol.
This morning, as Elon Musk faces new questions about his efforts to shrink the size of the government, he's preparing to attend the first meeting of President Trump's cabinet. Musk's Doge Group has released a new list of savings, claiming to have terminated nearly 2,300 federal contracts across federal departments and agencies. But the administration's data shows about 40% of those terminated contracts are not expected to save the government any money. 21 employees have resigned from Doge. And as he looks for ways to save money, President Trump announced a new way to make money, what he's calling a gold card, a version of a green card that'll be sold to foreign investors who want to buy their way toward becoming U.S. citizens. For updates on this, check out Good Morning America.
The woman who was dragged out of a public town hall meeting Saturday is preparing to press charges, arguing her First Amendment rights were violated. In this video here, you can see Dr. Teresa Bornpool being forcibly removed from that meeting. A GoFundMe created with the goal of helping Dr. Bornpool pay for a legal fight is now at more than $83,000 in donations. The original goal was $30,000. Donations from across the nation and the country have been coming in, and the plan is to lock down a lawyer for this incident today.
Teachers unions are suing the Trump administration's Department of Education after it threatened federal funding of schools that consider race in the most aspects of student life. The lawsuit was filed in Maryland's federal court. According to the lawsuit, the letter bans DEI programs, voluntary student groups, and forbids the teaching of race-based topics. It also threatens to withhold funding or take other action against schools that don't comply.
North Idaho College is on track to keeping its accreditation. That's according to the Northwest Commission on College and Universities. The commission says it's reduced the sanctions first imposed on the college in 2022. The college has also been given a one-year extension to bring the few remaining accreditation issues into compliance. The school president says that he is happy the commission recognizes all the effort and good work being done at NIC.
All right, today, hugely different than yesterday. The winds are very calm. We're going to see that continue throughout the day. Temperature-wise, hovering at around freezing. Our high today, with some sun, a few clouds, going to be 49 degrees.
Heads up to drivers in Post Falls. Construction starts Monday at the I-90 on and off ramps to Highway 41. The westbound off-ramp will be closed throughout the spring, summer, and fall. Traffic will be detoured 2 miles down the road to the Celtice Way exit. The part of Highway 41 that runs under the interstate will close through mid-April with traffic detoured to Greens Ferry Road. And there'll be overnight closures of the eastbound on-ramp onto I-90. Crews will do reconstruction on those maps, and rather the ramps and the road as part of the Greater Highway 41 Interchange Project. Find out where the state's going to add more lanes to the freeway inside this story on KXLY.com.
A fire in Spokane's Hilliard neighborhood destroyed 2 buildings filled with lithium-ion batteries yesterday and kept 3 people from going home last night. The fire broke out at the Max Amps lithium batteries warehouse at North Myrtle and East Central. Spokane Fire initially evacuated 2 fill blocks, but later just reduced it to the area around the destroyed buildings and the house next door. It took hours to put the fire out from the batteries in these warehouses, and while it's now under control, the Spokane Fire Department says these batteries can always reignite.
And here is a live look at that gorgeous sunrise. We will check in with Mark and a final look at weather. It's going to be a lovely day. We'll check that out coming up right after this quick break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Welcome to the card for Zags fans who dream big. Get your exclusive Gonzaga debit card from Numerica today.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Guys, I want to introduce you to our new salesperson. I really think he's going to spike sales.
He's a super dog on the floor. Yeah, he's a super dog.
4 News Now and and ABC World News Tonight.
Delivering reliable information in uncertain times.
Knowing where to turn for news is crucial. Turn to ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And 4 News Now with Derek Dice and Kirsten O'Connor.
All right, on this Wednesday, great news. Sunshine, 49 for our high today, but look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Low 50s, overnight lows at or above freezing going into the weekend. It's going to be phenomenal.
All right, well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We have loved having you along. We hope you can stick around. We'll be bringing you live updates throughout Good Morning America. It's coming up right after this.